All right, so we're going to hop into a video right now about mating strategies. What I mean by this is, guys are approaching girls all the time. We are coming at you, and you got to get a sense for whether or not this is like a genuine interaction or like, what does this guy want? What does this guy want? And so I was talking to my friend last night, and she was telling me like, okay, so my friend has a new boyfriend, well, newish or whatever, and she really is into him. She likes him a lot or whatever. And so there's a guy that kind of hits her up on occasion who in the past has always been respectful, has always come at her like in a nice guy kind of way, has just had really friendly interaction or whatever in the past. I don't know for how long, but he's presented himself in one way, and now she has a boyfriend, but he keeps hitting her up. So now he hits her up last night, and he goes something like, he's like pitching. So he said something to the effect of like he was doing his nice guy approach in the past, and like now he's doing this thing where it's like, hey, you have this boyfriend, but I know you get tempted every once in a while, so you should come out and play with me. I'll take you to Costa Rica, blah 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 blah. He's like doing all the shit, right? And then and so the same guy who came at her all like nice guy and shit, now all of a sudden is sending her dick pics. Like she gets dick pics out of the blue from this guy, and then she tells me that this guy sent her his like a screenshot of his. So after the Costa Rica thing didn't work, sends her the dick pics or whatever, and then he sends her a screenshot of his GPA. I swear to fucking God, this guy did the money thing, he did the dick pic thing, and then I swear to God, I don't know like what school he goes to or whatever, like why he thought this would like do it, but then he fucking screenshots her like his GPA. I swear to God, I'm not making this shit up. And what's going on here, aside from pure craziness, right? It's something that, for guys, like this is like just totally laughable, right? Like if you're watching this, you're a guy, you're laughing your ass off at this. For a girl, you're just like, yeah, like this shit's happened to me before. Like, you know what I mean? Because women have guys throw money at them. Women have guys try to approach them like from all these different angles, and except for just being a regular fucking human being and just trying to talk to them one-on-one and seeing what comes of that. So as guys, like we think that if our self-confidence isn't up, or if we're going after somebody we're not used to talking to women, or if we're going after somebody who may in our brain is like too hot for us or something, like we think that we have to do something to get you to like us instead of just be ourselves. It's fucking crazy. It's fucking crazy. So let's kind of take a look at the story, right? So dude does the nice guy approach, right? That's his initial, right? So he's being friendly and being respectful and all that, right? Gets him nowhere. Eventually, she gets a boy. So likely this guy was maybe talking to her before she ever had a boyfriend, and got him nowhere, right? Because she chose the other guy. Probably because he wasn't being bold enough. He probably didn't try to get her number. Probably didn't try to ask her out. He probably didn't try to like show her like the darker side of him, like with the humor and the sort of like the male aggressive side. So that's number one. Didn't work, right? Out of the blue, sends her dick pics. Like, and to me, I think when guys do that, it's sort of like this, almost like this, like desperation. Like they're sexually frustrated. They know they can't go out and expose themselves out in the world, and it's like almost like projecting their sexual attraction onto the woman as though like they're gonna want to receive this. It's like, no, dude, like that's you in a room by yourself, being attracted to somebody else. Like, and they have their own life going on, and you're just fucking putting that out there out of nowhere. Like some girls, I guess like some girls like getting dick pics either because it's something to laugh at, or maybe they genuinely like it. I think that's really fucking rare. I think it's really fucking rare, because even think about it, if you're a guy and you all of a sudden get like a pussy pic out of nowhere. Let's say that existed, okay? Like that in and of itself isn't going to be as attractive as maybe seeing a girl like in a bikini or just like a sexy pose, right? So it's almost like the whole person is what causes the attraction, instead of just like seeing like the sex organ straight up, right? It doesn't, and let's be honest, women are fucking beautiful. Men, always not so much the case. So, because part of like a lot of our attractive qualities to women has to do with our ability to go out and be a breadwinner, our ability to lead, our ability to protect and provide, our ability to kind of fucking like be the warrior hunter, aggressive kind, component of that relationship, the emotional stability component of the relationship. So there's a lot more to it than just looks on the guy side, especially. Of course, there is for the woman too, but especially for the guy, at least in my mind. So it doesn't do anything, right? So the dick pic thing is a lost cause. Hate to say. And so when that doesn't work for him, he moves on to the money thing. Okay, so if it's not nice guy, if it's not dick pic, if it's not money, so obviously that's not, he offers her a trip or something, right? And if it's not that, it must be the other part of the status. Oh, she must be a sapiosexual. Maybe she'll get turned on by my GPA. You know what I mean? Or what if it was like, just like, so like what if it was like your degrees or whatever, like what the fuck ever, right? Like all these little things in your mind give you, it's in your mind, it gives you status in your own mind or gives you value, but like what the fuck? Like nobody cares. Like okay, so I don't know, behind that door I got some jiu-jitsu medals. Like nobody knows what that means if you're not into it. Nobody really gives a fuck. Like maybe to them that's like a running medal. Like so if I see somebody that has like a race medal from like Spartan Race or whatever the fuck, like I think it's cool because I get that that's something better than nothing, right? So they put in some effort, but I don't know what it means. You know what I mean? It's subjective to that person. Like if somebody has a trophy for like best tennis player, I don't give a fuck. The medals I care about are jiu-jitsu medals, right? So nobody cares about this shit. Nobody cares about your GPA. They don't realize that maybe that means that you're on track to go practice some really cool medicine or whatever. That like it doesn't fucking mean anything to anybody. And neither. And honestly, like the money, like the way that comes off is this compensation, because like why do you, like, imagine this: you can be rich and not flaunt it, and just fucking be a really cool guy, and then even like to the point where it's like you don't even want that other person to find out that you have money because you want the relationship to just be genuine. So when you flash money, like, and girls have had it done over and over again, and guys, like, I hear stories from my girlfriends all the fucking time about how this happened. Even the girl that I'm dating right now, or my girlfriend, she told me like she had like this millionaire guy, flash money at her or whatever. And I've heard that before. My last girlfriend told me some guy offered to buy her car. So no matter how much money you have, there's always some other fucking guy that has way more money than you that's probably offered that same girl, if she's attractive, probably like even more than what you ever could have offered or could offer. So you might as well just fucking let go of that right now. Like if you're going off of money, if you're going off of status. Now status matters a little bit, okay? Because if you have status, you've probably had to work hard to get it. And so, for example, if you're in a position of leadership, like women will find that attractive, right? So like, my girlfriend's a CrossFit coach. If you flip the table, say if I was a CrossFit coach, like the behavior that you're exhibiting to lead a group of athletes in the gym, it's attractive to a woman because it's like the tribal chieftain style behavior, and that's going to be more alpha male or whatever, and it's going to be attractive. But that's organic. That's not like a certificate on the wall. That's not like a medal hanging on the wall or whatever. So you gotta, like, whatever's going on up here as to what is forming your ego, you just gotta flush that shit out, and you just gotta start from a blank slate of like a normal human being. And it's scary to do because honestly, like if you haven't totally wipe the slate clean in your mind as to what your achievements are and all this kind of shit, you're going to be it's scary because then you're going to take away all the things that make you feel secure. But the problem is that you have to do that. If you want real results in the world, if you want other people to respect you the same way that you respect yourself in your own mind, you have to wipe the slate clean and just be like, you know what? I'm a regular fucking human being. I'm proud of myself for learning and bettering myself. I'm growing, and so I respect myself for that. And I have some things to teach people, and if people will listen, I can help them. But at the end of the day, I'm not any better than anybody else, right? Like, this is the mindset you'd tell yourself. Like I am just a regular fucking being. I've seen my corner of the world. Other people have seen their corner of the world, and we're all sharing. And that's the ultimate attitude that you have to have. But when you have this like ego based upon whatever your bullet points in your mind are as to why you're hot shit, that doesn't translate to other people. That's subjective to you only. So when you send the fucking GPA, all that other shit, like, nobody gives a fuck about that. So look at the big picture here. This guy did everything other than maybe looks, but I guess maybe the dick pic counts as, thinking looks or whatever, right? He went through everything other than just be him fucking self to try to get this girl. And think about it. So the nice guy thing, that's not himself really, because think about how bold he was when he sent the dick pic. Think about how bold he was when he sent the dick pic. Like he wants to show that aggressive side, but he can't because he's too, like, he doesn't know like how to talk to a girl, whatever, other than like the super nice guy way, and which he'll get results from that in terms of women will talk to him, but they won't want to fuck him. So he went through every chain in the fucking link, or every link in the chain, except for just being himself. And that's really the bottom line. And that's the scariest thing to do. So notice how in your life, like, everything that, has kind of brought about change or has been really awesome has typically been kind of fucking scary. And this is one of those things. It's like, if you want to get to the next level with women, if you're not there yet, and that judgment call is up to you, whether or not you're where you want to be. But if you want to get to the next level, you got to wipe all that shit out and just be like a regular human being with them, okay? But also not be afraid to maybe show a little bit of aggression, like interest, to be a little bit bold. Sometimes you got to say things that just like totally blow shit out of the water, right? Like, you'll have this nice conversation, it'll be interesting, you'll be talking about each other's interests and stuff, and then you just got to switch it up and break the tension and just say something completely fucking ridiculous and bold. And then that jolts them back into the moment. It's like they're laughing and and they think it's kind of funny and cool that you said some crazy shit. And then you can go right back into the nice talk, but you don't want to be like nice. And you learn this shit over time. But anyway, so this was a funny story, right? Like, a guy sends her his GPA. Like, what the fuck? And it just goes to show that that people, we got it wrong. Like, we always think that we have to prove ourselves, or we think that it's, money, looks, status, blah, 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 when really at the end of the day, it's like they just want you to be funny, cool, look halfway decent, and just be your fucking self. And so a lot of people, like, who are opposed to dating advice will say, just be your fucking self. But there's a lot more caveats to it than this. So don't think about the status and all the fucking everything we just talked about. Don't think of it that way. Like, be yourself, but also as you're being yourself, understand that dating is a discipline. If you're going to go after like exactly what you want. And it's just a subset of personal development. So you do have to work at it. You do want to chisel away. There's things that you want to know. Because if you take one little blip of advice, right? Just like anything, you take a book and you get one little fucking chestnut out of the book. If you take that one chestnut and make it your Bible, you're going to fuck up. And so if I say be yourself, and then you say, oh, that's it, okay, I'm not going to watch any more videos. I'm just going to go out there and be myself. Well, then you're going to be too nervous on the dates. You're going to be doing all this stupid fucking shit. You probably end up sending dick pics again, because there's a lot more to it than just be yourself. But as for this video, that's what the ultimate message is. So get out there. Don't send dick pics. Don't tell them your GPA. And have a great day.